In the village of Nyala, where traditions were etched into the very soil, a promise made was a promise kept. So it was with Kunto and Amma, betrothed at birth under the ancient baobab tree that stood as a silent witness to the vows of generations. As Amma grew, so did her heart. She discovered that she was betrothed to Kunto, a boy whose eyes held the promise of stability but lacked the fire that burned within her. The veil of duty settled upon her, heavy as the monsoon clouds. Kunto, a boy with eyes like the stormy sky, grew up knowing Amma was his to cherish. Amma, with laughter like the tinkling of bells, knew of the promise too. But as they blossomed into youth, the winds of change whispered through Nyala. Amma's heart danced to a different rhythm, one set by a bit of Diallo, a weaver of words and dreams. Diallo, with his stories of distant lands and his smile that lit the darkest night, ensnared Amma's soul. She yearned for a life of choice, not obligation. Amma and Diallo met in secret, their stolen moments like dewdrops on petals. Beneath the baobab tree, they whispered of dreams, the taste of salt on ocean breezes, the touch of sand between toes, and the freedom to choose. Amma, with her laughter like sunbeams, found solace in Diallo's presence. Kunto's fingers had etched Amma's name into the baobab's rough bark, a silent plea for her to stay, a testament to his unwavering love. The village whispered about it. The boy who clung to tradition, even as love slipped through his grasp. The day Amma refused Kunto's hand, the village split like a ripe fruit under the sun. The elders convened, their brows furrowed like the furrows in the fields. They spoke of honor, of tradition, of the baobab tree that had never witnessed a broken vow. Kunto's father, a man as rigid as the tree itself, demanded the promised be upheld. But Amma's voice rose, clear and unwavering. I am not the earth to be tilled at will, nor the river to be directed. I am Amma, and my heart is my own. Diallo stood by her, his hand a shield upon her shoulder. A promise made without understanding is a chain, he said. Let love be the choice, not the duty. When Amma had declared her love for Diallo, the village held its breath. Kunto stood beneath the baobab, his eyes fixed on the carving. It seemed to pulse with life, echoing his heartbeat. Kunto, bound by tradition, refused to release Amma from their betrothal. His love for her was fierce, a tempest that threatened to drown them all. Kunto, with pride as his cloak, could not release the promise that bound them. He challenged Diallo to a duel, but Amma stepped between them, her eyes pleading for peace. Amma approached Kunto, her gaze gentle but resolute. She touched the carving, her fingers tracing the letters. Kunto, she said, this love was never ours to keep. Kunto's tears fell, dampening the soil around the tree. He nodded, understanding that love could not be carved into wood. It had to be felt, lived. With a heavy heart, Kunto took a knife and carefully erased Amma's name. The back healed, closing the wound. The villagers watched, their own hearts torn between loyalty and empathy. Kunto whispered, "May your love be as enduring as the baobab, Ama." Kunto returned to the tree, his hands trembling. He carved a new symbol, a heart intertwined with a baobab leaf. It represents love's resilience, its ability to adapt and grow. The village was torn. Some stood with Kunto, their eyes clouded by the mists of the past. Others rallied behind Ama, their hearts beating the drums of a new era. The fight that ensued was not of words but of wills. Words were the weapons, and the battleground was the very soul of Nyala. The baobab tree washed, its leaves trembling with the weight of history as the sun dipped below the horizon, painting the sky with the blood of the fading day. A decision was made. The elders, with the wisdom of the ancients, declared, "The promise will be released. Let the baobab tree witness a vow of freedom and choice." Kunto's heart shattered like a clay pot upon the ground, but in the shards of his broken dreams, he saw a glimmer of truth. He released Ama, not with anger, but with a sorrowful love. Ama and Diallo's union was a tapestry of vibrant threads. Their love was a testament to the courage of change. Did Ama and Diallo face any challenges in their relationship? Find out in part 2.